So what's the good word today? Let's get started on our lesson. Nice thing is we're on Unit 4 already. The bad thing is adding and subtracting rational expressions is a pretty tough lesson. Now, if they have the same denominators, it's actually a lot easier, because remember that you can only add fractions or rational expressions that have the same denominator. In this case, they already have the same denominator, 5, so our numerator is just 2x plus y. Oops. So we write the fraction 2x on the top, plus y, and 5 is the denominator. All right. Another one, the denominator is already there. So we would have the denominator 5c squared. The numerator is 6 minus 11, which is negative 5. Now we can simplify, because negative 5 divided by 5 is negative 1. So it's negative 1 over, or negative, 1 over c squared. Negative fraction 1 over c squared. Another one with the denominators already set. We have x minus 8 as the denominators. 9x plus 5 plus 9x plus 2 is 18x plus 7, not 8, 18x plus 7. Can't simplify that, so our fraction is 18x plus 7 over x minus 8. Ooh, do these have the same denominator? Yes, they do. And so our denominator is w squared minus 8w plus 15. Our numerator is 7w minus 12 plus 7 minus 6w. 6w and 7w makes w minus 5. These two combine to be 5. I'm guessing this denominator factors into w minus 5, and it does, w minus 3. The w minus 5's cancel, and we're left with 1 over w minus 3. Look for those things that can cancel as you're doing your assignments, and you'll be a lot better off. How do you find the least common denominator? All right, you've got u and u minus 3. What do they have in common? They have nothing in common, and so our least common denominator is u minus 3. Now, it says use the factored form, so we'll write it as u minus 3. Don't multiply out the denominator when you find it. Just leave it the way it is. This one's going to be a little bit tougher. 5c plus 7t, 25c squared minus 49t, 5c minus 7t. This part here factors into 5c plus 7t, 5c minus 7t. Okay, what do they have in common? Well, they don't have anything in common all the way across, but 5c plus 7t can be taken out of this one, and it can be taken out of this one, and this one just bring down 5c minus 7t, and now we can take a 5c minus 7t out of these two, and we're left with 1 and 1. And so our common denominator is right here, 5c minus 7t, 5c plus 7t. Next one. Okay, now we're going to our first experience with adding unlike denominators. Please do it this way. It will save you a ton of time. 8 over t. I call it working vertically. plus 11 over 7t. The first step is to figure out what the common denominator is. And t and 7t both have a t in them, and we're left with 7. So our common denominator is 7t. We don't need to do anything with this one, so we just have the numerator, and we save a lot of time by not writing the denominator. And plus, there's a worldwide ink shortage. So don't write the denominator, just write the numerator, since that's the important part. This one we have to multiply by 7 over 7 to get the denominator 7t. And 7 times 8 is 56. 56 and 11 is 67. So our answer is 67 over 7t. Next one. All right, we have 4x over x plus 6 plus 5x over x minus 5. Those two denominators have nothing in common, so let's just write them x minus 5, x plus 6. Now this one is missing the x plus 6 on the top and the bottom, so we're going to multiply by x plus 6. This one is missing the x minus 5 on the top and the bottom. So the numerator here is going to become 4x squared minus 20x, because you're going to multiply that times both of those. Save time, don't write the denominator. 5x squared plus 30x. 4x squared and 5x squared is 9x squared. Negative 20 plus 30 is plus 10x. Now we could factor an x out of the numerator, but that won't do us any good because we don't have anything to factor out of the denominator. So let's just leave it the way it is and write our answer as fraction 9x squared plus 10x over x minus 5, and x plus 6. Number 9. All right. Let's work it vertically again. 4 over t plus 6 minus 2 over t minus 6. Now, those two denominators have nothing in common, so our common denominator is going to be t plus 6, t minus 6. This first fraction is missing the t minus 6, so we multiply top and bottom by t minus 6. The second one is missing t plus 6, so we multiply top and bottom by t plus 6. And our first numerator becomes 4t minus 24. Leave the denominator, save time. And then negative 2 times t is negative 2t. Negative 2 times 6 is negative 12. 4t minus 2t is 2t. Negative 24 minus 12 more is negative 36. Now we could factor a 2 out of the numerator, but that wouldn't do us any good because it wouldn't have anything to simplify against the denominator. So this will just be our fraction. Let's see if we can write that in the blank. 2t minus 36 over t plus 6, t minus 6. Number 10. They're getting just a little bit tougher. This is why we write them vertically. 5 over x squared minus 5x plus 6 minus 2 over x squared. Why is this not working? Minus 4x plus 4. All right. Our denominator, we first of all have to factor this denominator into x minus 3x minus 2. This denominator into x minus 2, x minus 2. Now, for our common denominators, everybody will agree there's going to be an x minus 2. That's right here and here. We have another x minus 2 here, and we have an x minus 3 here. This is why we don't multiply them out, because we want to leave them just in case we need to factor later on. This one is missing the x minus 3 on the top and the bottom. This one is missing an extra x minus 2 on the top and the bottom. Save time, don't write the denominator. 5x minus 10. Here you've got 2, oops, this is a minus, so it'll be negative 2x plus 6. Negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6. 5x minus 2x is 3x. Negative 10 plus 2 is negative 4. Now we can't simplify that against anything in the denominator, so that will be our answer. Fraction 3x minus 4 over x minus 2, x minus 2, x minus 3. Last one. Okay, let's do this problem. Work it vertically. 6x over x squared plus xy minus 2y squared minus 4x over x squared plus 2xy minus 3y squared. Let's factor each of these. The first one factors into x plus 2y, x minus y. The second one factors into x plus 3y, x minus y. Okay, let's get our common denominator then. And we're going to have x minus y, that comes from both of them. X plus 2y is left over in the first one. X plus 3y is left over in the second one. This one's going to have to be multiplied by x plus 2y, no, x plus 3y on the top and the bottom. This one's going to have to be multiplied by x plus 2y on the top and the bottom. And our numerator here becomes 6x squared plus 18xy. Our numerator here becomes negative 4x squared minus 8xy. And so when we add those two together, we get 2x squared plus 10xy. We have to factor this to get the computer to mark it correct. So it's 2x, we can take out of both of them, and we're left with x plus 5y. So let's fill in our answer. Oops, fraction. I gotta make that smaller so that I can see both of these at the same time. Let's see here. Oh, come on. There we go. All right, so we have 2x parentheses x plus 5y over parentheses x minus y parentheses x plus 2y, parentheses x plus 3y. All right, and that's the end of the lesson.